On the morning of July 28, 2023, April Lynn Holt woke up like she had countless mornings before. She poured her coffee. She opened her journal. She embraced the quiet. April kissed her 7-year-old son, Denzel, hugged him tightly, then told him goodbye for the day. She was 29 years old, a mother of 2, a business owner, a TikTok creator with over 200,000 followers, and a woman standing on the edge of a new beginning. 2 weeks earlier, April had filed for divorce. This time, she meant it. She had plans. Plans for her children. Plans for her business. Plans for a future that no longer included her husband, Donovan Holt. She would never leave that bathroom alive. April met Donovan in 2013. What began as friendship turned romantic, then volatile. They separated multiple times, divorced once, reconciled again. Online, they looked inseparable. Behind closed doors, the relationship fractured repeatedly. April had something Donovan didn't: independence. She had income, a platform, and an audience that followed her, not him. By July 2023, April had decided to walk away for good. According to her mother, Jamie Dickerson, Donovan knew it was over. Days before April died, he pawned her wedding ring. Preparations were already being made. That morning, April and Donovan entered the bathroom together. An argument started. Denzel heard it. The 7-year-old pressed his ear to the door. He looked underneath and saw 2 pairs of feet. He didn't understand the words, but he understood the danger. He ran back to his room. Minutes later, Donovan walked out alone. He dressed his son. He made him lunch. He sat with him as if nothing was wrong. Then Donovan told his child to go check on his mother. Inside the bathroom, April was unresponsive. Donovan called 911. When first responders arrived, they found April on the bathroom floor with a plastic bag over her head, taped tightly around her neck. She was rushed to the hospital. There was no brain activity. No blood flow to her brain. 3 days later, on July 31, 2023, April Lynn Holt was pronounced dead. Police ruled the death not suspicious. The medical examiner later ruled it a suicide by suffocation. The case was closed. No crime scene reconstruction, no meaningful interrogation, no accountability, but something didn't add up. April's mother saw the injuries immediately: bruises on her neck, her wrists, her ankles, her thighs, the gash on her inner thigh. The autopsy documented those injuries, yet investigators claimed there were no signs of trauma. Even more damning, fingerprints were found on the plastic bag and duct tape. Only one set, Donovan Holt's. If April had put the bag over her own head, her fingerprints would have been there. They weren't. That evidence sat in the file from day one. Still, police walked away. Jamie Dickerson didn't believe the ruling. She knew her daughter. She knew April had plans. She knew April would never abandon her children. For 14 months, Jamie did what law enforcement wouldn't: requested case files, studied the autopsy, confronted investigators, filed complaints. Every door closed. Every authority figure said the same thing: we don't see enough evidence. So Jamie made a decision no mother should ever have to make. She would confront the man who killed her daughter. In September 2024, Jamie FaceTimed Donovan Holt. She recorded the call. Donovan broke. He admitted that on July 28, he and April argued in the bathroom. He admitted he strangled her. He admitted she stopped breathing. Then he admitted what came next. He dragged her to the shower. He put a plastic bag over her head. He taped it around her neck. He staged the scene to look like a suicide. Then he walked out, dressed his son, made him lunch, and sent the child to discover his mother's body. Jamie took the recording straight to police with a confession on tape. Authorities had no choice. On September 20, 2024, Donovan Holt was arrested in San Antonio, Texas. His charges: reckless homicide, evidence tampering, false reporting, not murder. The autopsy was amended. Cause of death changed to strangulation, manner of death changed to homicide. Still, prosecutors refused to elevate the charges. In February 2025, Donovan pleaded guilty. His sentence: 2 years in prison, 8 years of community supervision, 2 years for a staged homicide, 2 years for involving a child in the cover-up. 2 years for a confessed killing. Jamie Dickerson now has custody of both grandchildren. She put them in therapy. She opened a grief center in April's memory. She wrote a book titled Grieving Through Grace. She continues to speak out because the system failed her daughter. April Lynn Holt was a mother, a businesswoman, a creator, a woman trying to live. Her death was ruled a suicide despite fingerprints, injuries, and contradictions. It took 14 months, a mother's determination, and a recorded confession just to get an arrest, and even then, justice fell short. If a man confesses to strangling his wife, stages the scene, lies for over a year, and uses his child as part of the cover-up, how is 2 years in prison justice? Rest in peace, April Lynn Holt. Your story was not forgotten.